Clock in, clock in. Black guy just walked in.
Yeah. He already dead, there ain't no need to check his vitals, bitch. Yeah. He already dead, there ain't no need to check his vitals. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go.
Team Black gotta stand up, man. Y'all, did y'all know KI was supposed to kill GHerbo? Not only was she finna kill GHerbo, she was finna do it for 10 bands. I really don't know how true this is, bro. I'm looking at the title, bro, and that's what it say, bro. You feel me? I don't know if somebody frying chicken or not, but I be hearing a lot about this girl KI. Like, she don't even rap no nothing, you feel me? Last time I heard about her, she was going through it with Vaughn. And word around, she was like one of the most feared gangsters. Like, I can't even just say she a female, but enough all the chit chat, but let's look at this video, bro.
KI was one of the most feared shooters in Chirac history, but many don't know that she once almost murked GHerbo. Let's take a closer look at what happened. Jakira Barnes was a teenage girl who earned a reputation.
That ain't no girl, nigga. What is that? No disrespect, but goddamn, that why niggas was scared. Goddamn, she fight niggas and all.
Being a feared gang member and respected shooter in the city of Chicago. She was exposed to gun violence at a young age when her father and brother were killed. She later moved to the Jarrell City neighborhood where she started getting cool with the GDs who lived there. One of those GDs was Tuka, who was from the STL EBT set and lived in the area. KI and Tuka formed a close relationship and she would start getting...
Look at Doug. You feel me? I don't know who everybody else is, but Doug wasn't no way fat.
Close with other dudes in the neighborhood from Jarrell City and STL EBT. So when Tuka was killed in January 2011, KI was heartbroken. But this only made her turn up and go harder in the streets. Tuka was allegedly killed by the BDs in retaliation for the 2009 murder of a dude named Edric Walker. So KI directed her rage at BD sets like 600 in Wick City, which would later become O Block. KI would later get revenge in August of 2011 after she and FBG Butter caught a BD named Odie Perry lacking while riding his bike. KI and Butter were out looking for ops because it was Tuka's birthday. They were near the 400 block of East 64th Street when...
Usually on people's birthdays, like, people let off balloons and stuff like that and throw little block parties and, you feel me, buy a cake and, you know, go to the graveyard site with roses and teddy bears and stuff, you feel me? But apparently on they homies' birthdays, they go spin on ops. They go try to go put people in the dirt. You hear me? Y'all a little bit too hot out to what the hell? That is crazy. That's beyond me. You feel me?
Saw OD ride past on his bike. So they both started shooting at him. OD would be killed in the shooting, and many have alleged that KI was the one who pulled the trigger. OD was a well-respected and high-ranking member of the BDs, and it came as a shock to many that he had been killed by a girl. After OD was killed, the BDs in Wick City started going by the name O Block and vowed to get revenge on STL EBT, who were now going by the name Tukaville. So KI was the one who first sparked the beef between O Block and Tukaville, which continues to this day. After OD's death, KI got addicted to the street life and became one of the most feared shooters in Chicago. It's even been rumored that she started training younger kids in the area on how to rob and do drills like her. One of those kids was her cousin, Tyquan Tyler. In 2012, Tyquan would be killed while attending a house party with his sister. During the party, there was a fight and shots ended up going off. Tyquan was killed by a stray bullet from another member of Jarrell City named Nashawn Flowers, who was later sentenced to 55 years in jail for the murder. KI was also there that night and saw Tyquan get killed. After this murder, she changed her name on Twitter to Tyquan Assassin and started really getting reckless in the streets. In her bio, she also wrote #Tyquan Assassin, paid shooter, which let the world know that she was now taking hits for cash. At one point, a user on the website 4chan even hacked KI's Twitter DMs and revealed that she was actually taking cash for hits. One of these messages seemed to suggest that she almost accepted $10,000 to take out GHerbo. The DM exchange shows a man whose face had been edited out holding a stack of money to his ear. KI asks him, "When you coming with the paperwork?" He replies, "I'm finna be in the Chi this weekend. We gonna link up. I'm gonna put money on all them." So the person hiring the hit wasn't even from Chicago, which is suspicious from the start. The conversation continues with KI saying, "Okay, cool, hit me up. I don't around, fam. Know you heard about them twins." The dude responds by saying, "Hell yeah, y'all motherfuckers made O-Block, took OD off the map." So clearly, the dude ordering the hit knows about K.I.'s reputation and can tell that she's serious about the hit. After that, K.I. gets a little sketched out and tells the dude to delete the DMs because the cops are onto her. He tells her it's all good and he'll hit her line when he's in the city. That's when K.I. drops the bombshell and says, "10K for Lil Herb up front." So K.I. was really agreeing to take out one of Chicago's most respected rappers for 10 grand. GHerbo, also known as Lil Herb, is a rapper from the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago. As a teenager, Herb became affiliated with the No Limit Muskegon Boys gang, who were made up of renegade sets of the GDs and Black Peace Stones. Herb and his childhood friend Lil Bibby were originally members of a renegade stone set called No Limit. They later formed an alliance with the renegade set of the GDs called the Muskegon Boys. Together, they formed NLMB, which stood for No Limit Muskegon Boys, or Never Leave My Brothers Behind. So being made up of two renegade sets from larger, more powerful gangs in the city, NLMB was beefing with pretty much everybody. Their main ops were Lakeside, KTS, Black Mob, No Limit, Death Row, and many others. But they were not known to beef with STL-EBT. NLMB is based on the east side, and STL is based on the south side. So they never had any real reason to beef. NLMB did have problems with Jarrell City, which is maybe the reason why K.I. was willing to do the hit on GHerbo, but it doesn't explain who was behind the messages. Before blowing up as a rapper, Herb had a lot of enemies in the streets. His main beef was with a GD set called KTS, which had two popular rappers, KTS Vaughn and KTS Dre. The beef between NLMB and KTS goes way back to 2008 with the murder of a dude named Lil Pez. Lil Pez was affiliated with members of KTS, and he was allegedly killed by a member of NLMB, so they've been at war ever since. The dude behind the hit may have been affiliated with one of Herb's ops, like KTS, but the fact that he said he was only going to be in the Chi for the weekend makes it seem like he was from out of town. Plus, if he was gang affiliated, he should be able to do the hit himself. GHerbo and Lil Bibby first started to blow up in August 2012 with the track Kill Shit. The conversation between K.I. and his mystery man likely would have taken place right around the time that Herb was building a buzz in the music industry. So, maybe the person that beefed with Herb for reasons that had nothing to do with the gang and decided to hit up one of Chicago's most famous shooters to handle the problem. Another popular theory is that the guy was just trolling, but K.I. was dead serious. Or maybe he was serious and just didn't have the 10 grand K.I. was charging. The hit clearly never took place because GHerbo was still alive. There are also a few other rumors to explain why K.I. never went through with the hit. Maybe K.I. got spooked and felt like the guy messaging her was working with the police. At that time, K.I. was well known by the Chicago PD, and they had been trying to take her down ever since the murder of O.D. But she was smart with how she moved, and they were never able to get enough evidence to convict her of any crimes. Maybe her instincts told her that this dude was going to get her caught up in the case and decided not to risk it. Another rumor is that the dude backed out after feeling like it may be a setup. K.I. was known to rob people, so it wouldn't be surprising if she decided to convince this dude that she was going to do the hit for 10K, only to have the boys from STL waiting to take his cash and run. Dang. Or maybe the plan was still in motion when K.I. was killed. On April 10th, 2014, K.I. was on the way to a friend's house for lunch with FBG Butter and another friend when a shooter in a gray hoodie came up and started letting off shots. K.I. had recently revealed her location on social media, which turned out to be a big mistake. Chief Keef's cousin Blood Money was recently murdered, and rumors were going around that K.I. was the shooter. So, when she revealed her location, the BDs decided to get revenge. K.I. was shot 9 times in the neck, jaw, and chest, and was later pronounced dead at just 17 years old. The rumors are that it was a group from O-Block who planned the hit, and it was King Von who fired the kill shot. Chicago police later leaked paperwork that confirmed Von was the primary suspect in the investigation, but the DA refused to take the case due to lack of evidence. In just a few short years, K.I. earned a reputation as one of the most respected gang members in the city. She was so well known that random dudes from outside of the city were willing to pay her to perform hits on famous rappers. It's still not clear who wanted GHerbo dead. It's also not clear if K.I. would have just finessed the dude or would have actually taken out her. But it does prove how influential she was in the streets of Chicago and how deadly she was as well. Who knows what would have happened if K.I. actually went through with it and took out GHerbo. It may have caused a war between STL and NLMB, and fans would have never gotten the chance to see the rapper reach his full potential. Luckily, the murder plot never made it past the DMs, and Herb was able to make it out of the streets before he suffered the same fate as K.I.
Good thing that shit ain't happened, boy. We needed you. But obviously, K.I. crazy as hell, you feel me? Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below. That shit is super wild. I'm about done with that. Clock out, black guy. Just walked out.
Okay, I'm out here trying to get paid, but dog, I ain't got no kids. Ain't trying to be able to say it, dog, I know that you did. Ain't out here doing no favor, dog, what you done did? I'm trying to get to